and bold. Long live his fame and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
Historians have told as many lies about the American Indian as about any minority group in the United States. Marshal Wyatt Earp, who knew Indians, did not agree with the Indian haters who called them unprincipled savages. To Marshal Earp, the Indians were people, some good, some bad, and their leaders were sometimes wrong and sometimes right. This was a dangerous opinion for a man to hold in 1878, and it took the fabulous saga of Dull Knife and his break for freedom to test whether Wyatt's career as a peace officer would come to an end with a prison sentence.
Please excuse us, Mr. Masterson. Mr. Earp, we're afraid.
What about?
Chief Dull Knife and his people have left Oklahoma. Soldiers after them.
Is Dull Knife on the warpath?
No. Cheyenne do not like Indian territory in Oklahoma. They want to go back home, back to their own country. Montana, Wyoming.
Well, how far does Dull Knife think he can get? Dull Knife kinasta, wasema leponi.
Chief Dull Knife has many warriors. We count maybe 200 women and children.
Well, is Little Wolf in on this?
He's next to Dull Knife in command.
It's foolishness, Mr. Cousin. There are too many miles, too many soldiers. You tell your people to turn back.
We're not important enough, Mr.
Dull Knife, okosti sorono.
Mr. Brother says maybe Dull Knife listen to you.
Oh, that's bad medicine, Wyatt. That's Major Benteen.
Well, you take them in the cell room. I better talk to the Major alone.
All right.
And they crossed the Cimarron here, and then they raided Meade City here. And they burnt the Chapman and Tuttle Ranch on the Mulberry. Our people are dead. Houses burned. So a posse from Dodge could be useful, Wyatt.
Well, sir, in addition to being town marshal of Dodge, I'm also United States Marshal. If you ask me to help, well, that's what I'll do.
How soon can you start?
Half hour.
Good. There's a big gap in our line, the bushwhacker country. I'm counting on you to plug it.
Yes, sir.
Then I'll see you tomorrow at the Lost River Triangle. So long, Wyatt. Good luck.
I'll be seeing you, sir. Dull Knife raided Meade City. Did you know about that?
No, but Dull Knife gave strict orders.
We'll have to go out there. All of your deputies and most of mine.
All right, I'll pass the word.
20 minutes.
Yes, sir.
Mr. We're your friends. We come to ask a favor.
Such as?
We think we take you to Dull Knife. We think maybe you tell him to go back to Oklahoma.
You know where to find Dull Knife?
Marica.
But your heart is angry. You blame Dull Knife for raid on village.
He's the chief. He's responsible.
Goodbye, Mr. Earp. Sometimes you think like Indian. Now you think like soldier.
I'm sorry. Maybe Dull Knife isn't responsible for the raid. But Major Benteen is going to hold him responsible. Do you understand that?
Please, you talk to our chief.
Listen, my friend, Sheriff Masters and I must take a posse out there. We'll be expected to turn your people back by force, if we can. I can't use you as scouts against your own people.
We will take you to Dull Knife.
Napicon, Wesika, no Rasta.
Mr. Brother says you have heart that is not white man or Indian. We trust your heart.
Now, look, don't try and butter me up. Why do you want me to talk to Dull Knife?
To save our people.
My friend, I can't do that. This whole business has gone too far already. People killed, houses burned. The army is after Dull Knife. I'm only one man, no matter what I think about how
We
your
trust
people...
you. We go now. Please. They wait here now. You come with us, Mr. Earp.
All right.
Hey, hold it, White. This is Lost River, and it's the worst of the bushwhacker country.
So?
Well, if Dull Knife is holed up there, he'd have to come out along this riverbed. And we can hold him up long enough for the soldiers to come.
That's right, Sheriff.
But not if you go in there and get yourself captured as a hostage. Dull Knife's got himself in a tight corner.
Well, I may be wrong. If I am and the Cheyenne try to break out, you gentlemen go to shooting.
And shoot you, I suppose?
You're not going to have any time to be particular. You'll be fighting for your lives. I'll see you later.
The bushwhacker country is bad land, a law unto its own, where the outlaw rides and the Indian hides among its caves of stone. For the bushwhacker country is law unto its own. Be wary, my friend, every tree, every bend of the trail may be your doom. For the bushwhacker country will swallow you like a tomb.
Great Chief Dull Knife. You remember me?
My friend, Marshal Earp. You brought men who killed my daughter to justice. I do not forget.
I am sorry we have to meet again this way.
Sorry?
You and your people are on a breakout. I have orders from the Army to help stop you.
Marshal Earp has good scouts. They bring him across our path.
Don't blame Mr. Cousin and Mr. Brother. They're trying to be loyal to you.
Soldiers and posse men are close behind us. You and your men guard Lost River. Let us not speak lies.
All right. Then who raided Meade City?
Not Dull Knife.
People were killed by Indians.
Ah! Abiajo. Little Wolf, go. I will ask Little Wolf if he knows about this. I do not.
My friend, you're in trouble. How can a sensible man and a great chief hope to make it all the way to Montana?
We have come this far.
I can't understand why you broke out.
You can understand freedom.
Well, if you had a fair chance.
White men always give us fair chance. After a fight at Washita, the soldiers say, make peace and go home. Then politicians in Washington say, what is home to a Cheyenne? Send them to Oklahoma.
They promised you that you could go back to the mountains?
Yes. In writing.
Well, then they lied to you. But a breakout only makes things worse. You become killers, outlaws.
Who can control young men? If Cheyenne did this thing at Meade City, it was against my orders.
I believe you. But it wasn't common sense to expect that you could travel 1,000 miles through a white man's country.
What is common sense?
Surrender. Go back to Oklahoma Territory.
No. Our young men. About so many of them. I will punish them quickly. I promise.
No.
You think I lied to you?
They must be rounded up and turned over to me. That's the law, my friend.
And what if I do this?
I can't make deals.
You will try to stop us from moving north out of Lost River?
Those are my orders from Major Benteen.
Ah. Nahalina, yaho.
I knew you couldn't trust him.
No, you leave us right here. Get on back to the river gap. This could be a trick to sneak by us.
We're not going to leave you tied up for a scalping party.
I said leave us alone.
Are you loco, Wyatt?
No. The Dull Knife's gone after the Indians that raided Meade City. I think he'll turn him into me.
Turn his own boys in for hanging or prison? Come on, Wyatt.
Look, Mr. Masterson, this is a federal posse.
Yes, sir.
All right, then. You go on back there. You want a lot of Cheyenne to make you look like a greenhorn?
No. I guess you're right.
No sign of Indians anywhere, sir.
Very well. Ride back to Captain Halleck and tell him to assemble all the patrols. We'll move on toward Lost River.
Yes, sir.
Marshal Earp, Chief Little Wolf.
How do you do?
Untie them. 6 of our young men admit their hearts were bad. They will go with you, according to white man's law.
There are only 4 prisoners.
No, there are 6. Those 2 in the back claim the right to die fighting.
Was that necessary? Our laws aren't too tough on your people.
Young Bear and Lame Eagle commanded the raid. For that, they must die. I have decided, Mr. Earp.
Just wild boys who probably got drunk.
No, they risked our freedom. You have been free always. What do you know of a prison camp far from home? And have you ever seen our home, Mr. Earp? There is brave water. It does not sulk in ponds and puddles. Our rivers leap off the forbidding cliff with the sound of war drums. And in our homeland, the buffalo wait for us. They have fled beyond the range of white man's gun. Perhaps it must soon be that the buffalo and the Cheyenne will be driven to the edge of the world. But if we must die, we seek the liberty to die at home. Is that too great a freedom to ask of white man? No more prison camp, Mr. Earp. If those 2 had obeyed orders, we might have reached our home in peace. We would not have been stopped if they had not burned and killed. Bataita. Hijo, yeah.
There's no sense to this fight. Stop it.
You are still my prisoner.
Please, Mr. Earp, it is our law.
That was murder.
Lame Eagle was his only son, Marshal Earp. We grant them an honorable death, and you call it murder. We are happy men riding home in the sunshine. There is no pain in us for making promises, because we never keep promises.
I don't believe that.
We fight and kill no more, unless white man corners us.
You expect to have me let you go through?
No, not now. You think like all your brothers. Bring white soldiers. We caught this man 2 hours' ride from our camp. Major Benteen and his troop of pony soldiers will attack us from the rear. You and your men will try to stop our retreat. There will be fighting.
Yes, I guess there will be. Am I free to go?
You are still my friend. Go.
Thank you. What about Mr. Brother and Mr. Cousin?
They go with you.
Marcy Kaupi. At we, it's gone. This time we fight with our people.
I can't let you go through the gap. You know that. I've got orders from the Army.
We know. Goodbye, Mr.
Tehome.
Tehome.
Batista. Take white soldier, my friend. You will need him. Also the prisoners.
Must we kill a friend?
Or he will kill us.
Mr. Earp, I saw their camp. They have at least 100 braves, all armed.
Well, Major Benteen isn't going to be riding out here with just one troop.
Yes, sir, he is. If it was me, I'd let Dull Knife go through.
Well, Major Benteen will expect us to fight.
Benteen and Custer and the others expected us to fight at the Little Bighorn, too. It'll be another Custer's massacre.
Well, let's head for the gap.
Now, we should hit them before sundown. I hope Earp brought enough men to shut off the Lost River Trail. You ride back and get the troops started.
Well, for God's sakes, Wyatt. Figured you'd been burning the stake by now.
Well, Chief Dull Knife was very polite to me. Oh, Corporal Jordan, this is Sheriff Masterson.
Howdy.
He claims that Major Benteen's going to attack the Cheyenne with just one troop.
Benteen must be loco.
Yeah, well, I can't tell him that. Casey, you and Tibbs ride into Dull Knife's camp. Tell Dull Knife that he can come through the gap. But want him to move fast.
Wait a minute. You're not going to
Yes,
let them
I am. And let those Indians go through to Montana. Go on, move.
We'll catch it from the Army.
Just me, Mr. Masterson. I made the decision. Now, I don't make a last-ditch fight to stop the Cheyenne from going home, where the government promised them they could go.
I'll call you names.
You know something? I think you're right. Now, look, I left 4 Indian prisoners tied to their horses just around that bend over there. You take your deputies and go pick them up. Then head back for Dodge City.
Yes, sir. You know, Benteen can arrest you.
He sure can.
Well, what are you going to say?
Nothing. You can visit me in jail sometime. Now go on, move.
Wyatt says to get back to Dodge with some prisoners. Come on, hit the leather.
Yeah, that'll be the Major.
Yeah.
He'll be snorting fire.
Well, I hope he wastes a lot of time chawing my hide. Dull Knife needs all the head start he can get.
You explain it to the Major, Mr. Earp. He'll cool off and realize you've done the right thing.
I wonder if he will.
Wyatt, where are the Indians?
They've gone.
Your men, where are they?
I sent them back to Dodge City. They've got the Indians who raided our people.
You had orders to hold this gap. Why didn't you?
Sir, Mr. Earp thought...
Corporal! I'm asking Mr. Earp a straight question.
Well, sir, I never explained. The Indians got away. Let's just leave it at that.
Now, Wyatt, I will not tolerate... Marshal Earp, you will consider yourself under arrest. You will report to the federal judge nearest our command.
Yes, sir.
Corporal, mount your horse and return to the troop.
Yes, sir.
Would it be too much to ask you, Marshal, which way Dull Knife was heading?
He was heading home.
Captain?
Yes, sir?
Major Benteen filed these charges against Marshal Earp. Where is he?
He'll do it any moment, Your Honor. He's been on campaign against Dull Knife.
Yes, I know. Marshal Earp, you refuse to plead either guilty or not guilty. These are very serious charges. Malfeasance in office, cowardice, refusal to assist in stopping the escape of hostile Indians. Have you any statement to make to this court?
No, sir.
Major Benteen, sir. This is Corporal Jordan.
Very well. The court will hear your testimony in support of your accusations.
If the court please, I ask that the courtroom be cleared.
For what reason, Major?
My statement will involve military matters of a confidential nature.
I see. Very well. Clear the court.
So after my bad temper had cooled somewhat, I listened to Corporal Jordan's story. The corporal was a prisoner in Dull Knife's camp. He says that I had badly underestimated the Indian strength, and that I would have stood no chance to capture them with a force at my disposal.
Then Marshal Earp prevented you from making a tragic blunder.
That's about the size of it, Your Honor. So I wish to withdraw my charges and apologize to Marshal Earp.
Thank you, Major.
The Army should thank you. And Major Benteen, when will you people get enough men out here to do the job?
Never, Judge. Starving our Western Army is somebody's idea of national defense.
Case dismissed.
Thank you, sir.
Well, Marshal Earp, I don't know what can compensate you for the 3 weeks of embarrassment and kicking around by the Army and the law.
Well, sir, I'm quite happy about it all.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail. Oh, Wyatt Earp, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
Bring here. What is it now?
Want permission to shoot this pony soldier. You and Wyatt Earp said we could shoot him if Mr. Earp failed to come with our money before sundown.
Sun not down yet.
We Pawnees, we keep our word. Earp must keep his.
You shoot me, my friends will kill every Pawnee found off the reservation.
No. We wait till dark. If Earp not come by then, shoot him.
Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
Following the Custer Battle in June of 1876, the Army organized a service of security and information. In frontier times, men used the term Secret Service. The main objective of Secret Service officers was to keep watch on the various Indian tribes to forestall an outbreak by angry red men, smoldering under the harsh injustices of the Indian agency system. As Marshal of Dodge City, Wyatt Earp found himself caught in a Cold War, which could at any time erupt in the shrieking of Indian rebels on the warpath.
Anna!
Well, they must have been Pawnees out of the Oklahoma Territory. They're pretty bad shots on horseback. Say, I thought that Brave Bull signed a treaty.
Well, he did, but he can't control Young Wolf. Say, isn't that a bunt line special?
That's right, Lieutenant. It is. Colt Factory had a few made up for Ned Buntline. Say, maybe you're thinking of getting a lot more of the Secret Service. It's a mighty fine gun, especially at long range. Of course, it's kind of hard to conceal.
Well, the Pawnees have just bought several hundred of these.
Oh, Colt only made a few.
That's right, sir. But some gun peddlers are making copies from the original bunt line. And when Young Wolf and his braves jumped the reservation, they met the gang peddling the imitation bunt lines. I thought maybe you'd like to help us track these counterfeiters down.
Well, you got any kind of a line on them?
No, sir. I plan to ride into the nations and try to reach Brave Bull. He's still top boss of the Pawnees, and I don't think he approves of Young Wolf going on the warpath.
Oh, maybe.
Of course, I can't order you to come with me, but you are a Deputy United States Marshal, and you don't like the idea?
Lieutenant, how long have you been out of West Point?
Oh, almost 3 years. Well, if you think I lack experience in Secret Service work...
You sure do. So do I, Lieutenant Clark. But what little I do know about the Oklahoma Territory isn't good. Now, if those were Pawnees that chased you into Dodge, I'm afraid you won't get past their scouts along the territorial border.
Now, that, sir, is a risk an Army officer must take.
Why don't you just stay here until I get a little further information on the whole
Sorry
thing?
to have bothered you. It would have been risky, Marshal Earp. Good day, sir.
He's gone. You can come in now. Mr. Cousin, you and Mr. Brother have been talking about my bunt line special.
We say bunt line shoot 300 yard. Kill coyote on run.
You say this to the Pawnee?
Not Pawnee, no. We say to Cheyenne in Peshwashka.
Yeah, well, you talk too much and in the wrong camp. And that young officer that your Pawnee brothers chased to make a joke may lose his scalp.
Pawnee not hurt him, Mr. Earp.
Yeah? Well, he's riding south to try and find Young Wolf.
Long Knife, ich hear Young Wolf.
Ich check my cousin, Young Wolf, FBO Beniji.
Young Wolf by bunt line?
Yeah. Couple of hundred of them, according to Lieutenant Clark. Now, you see, that makes me responsible. I gotta try and find Young Wolf and the peddlers who sold him the guns.
Belinka, Wyatt Earp, ich hear Bialto Bakahizo.
Young Wolf, reservation, Kochi, FBO Beniji.
Young Wolf on warpath. He's got crazy boys with him.
Well, he jumped the reservation, but he's not on the warpath yet.
You sure?
Mr. Cousin, you and I have been friends too long to have any twisted talk. Now, you know that Young Wolf can't make a move without Brave Bull giving the word. If you and Mr. Brother are afraid of Young Wolf, I have to try and locate him myself.
Young Wolf, Batman. I tell Mr. Earp the truth. We are afraid of him. But we are your friends. You not die alone, we die too.
Well, I'm not aiming to have any deaths in the family, Mr. Cousin. And I'll tell you something. I'm more scared of the United States Army than I am of Young Wolf.
Belinka Wyatt Earp, long knife.
Push no higher, Mr. Earp. Push no higher. You make joke.
No. The Army's got a new secret service. Scouts, spies. Brave but inexperienced young men who think that they can break up this gun-running business by, well, posing as traitors like Mr. Clark did. We'll trail Lieutenant Clark. He won't find Young Wolf, but Young Wolf will sure find him.
You Indian agent?
No, I'm a trader.
What you sell?
Guns, cartridges, whiskey.
You stand straight like Pony Soldier. Nojo. Ring on finger. Where is ring?
I sold it.
Pony Soldier officer. I have seen them wear ring like this. He is spy for Army. Shoot him. White man, get off horse. Cheyenne, move back.
I'm Marshal Wyatt Earp of Dodge City. Mr. Cousin of Brave Bear. Mr. Brother of Yellow Hand.
No fight with Cheyenne. What you want?
I'm looking for bad white men who sold guns to certain Indians. Like this.
Take gun. Give here. Buntline Colt.
Oh, you recognize it, huh?
I see picture. White trader have picture.
Did you buy any?
No.
Young Wolf is lucky. Guns like that, no good.
Huh?
Cheap imitations. Bad men make to cheat Indian.
Why you bother me with this talk?
My Cheyenne friends will tell you I do not like white men who try to cheat Indian. Guns like that, no good. They blow up, kill Indian.
You lie. Our gun's as good as this. Our gun's better.
Fine. I'll have to try and find some bad bunt lines. Maybe the Osage were stupid and bought...
Fire. I show you. Monojo.
White trader cheat Young Wolf?
No. Bring cartridges. Nemo. Good guns. Good cartridges. Kill coyote at 300 yards. Open box. Here.
Chakma. Ek be a noble. Ik chakma.
You shoot gun.
Not in my hand. Give me some rawhide.
Here, Baha. You play trick?
No, just trying to save you from getting your head blown off. You think the gun is so good, you try it.
No. You shoot gun.
Here.
The gunsmith who put this together didn't know how to ream the barrel into the frame. Maybe he didn't care. Maybe he wanted you and your men to get killed.
One bad gun. Rest are good.
All right. Let's try another one.
Manager.
Young Wolf, you make big talk about how good this gun is. This time you shoot.
No. You shoot.
No.
Mokajo. Ula malay malo.
The cylinder arm didn't line up the chamber with the barrel. The bullet split and the side blast knocked the loading gate in your man's hand.
I will shoot you along with Pony Soldier.
Mr. Cousin, explain to young Wolf that shooting up people isn't going to help him get his money back from the men who cheated him.
Belinka, Wyatt Earp.
Hatak, Gokma, Hatak.
It's Chukma.
Howdy, Lieutenant.
You still have a gun? Why don't you do something?
Well, I tell you, I never did figure myself to be the equal of 12 Indians armed with Winchesters. You just take it easy. Maybe we can talk our way out of it.
I'm an officer of the 2nd Cavalry.
Yeah, it's a good outfit, too. Morris Robert Lee used to be its colonel. But as far as Young Wolf is concerned, you're just a pony soldier he caught spying on his camp.
Well, it's my duty to try to escape.
Yeah, well, not right now. Now, the Army can't use any dead officers, you know.
Mr. Brother say Young Wolf bow wow.
Fine. Lieutenant, they should have taught you something about Indians at West Point. As long as Indians talk, no shoot. And I happen to know Brave Bull. Didn't you trade some of his ponies for those fake bunt lines?
True.
Well, I'm offering to arrest the cheating peddlers and get your money back.
Nah.
Well, of course, maybe Brave Bull has changed. Maybe he doesn't mind being cheated.
Old Chief Ray's devil about this.
Well, then why don't you send for Brave Bull and let him say whether he wants to kill a couple of white men or whether he wants the price of his ponies?
I will send for Brave Bull. But you and Cheyenne and Pony Soldier are prisoners.
Fair enough. Mr. Brother and Mr. Cousin will turn in their rifles. Here.
I forget about this gun. Why you not shoot me?
Because you got control of your temper? Talk like a sensible chief? Stay that way, Young Wolf.
There's your judge and jury, Marshal.
Keep underestimating Indians, Lieutenant.
You could have made a fight of it.
Oh, sure.
John Law, you come.
The marshal is right. White man named Gunham Dobie sells Young Wolf cheap guns.
Dobie. He sells farm equipment out of Dodge.
Also guns and whiskey. Brave Bull, old man. I tell my young braves stay on reservation.
We were wrong. If you arrest bad white men and give us back our money, we will return to my father's camp.
Good. It'll be done.
Wait. We hold him till sun go down second time. Pony soldiers angry at Young Wolf. They will not shoot while we have army officer and Cheyenne scout.
You're giving me until day after tomorrow.
That is right.
Brave Bull, I will need Mr. Cousin and Mr. Brother.
Why?
They must try to buy guns from Mr. Dobie. That way we will have evidence to show our judge. I can
can get into trouble leaving the officer here, Brave Bull. I wish that...
No! Officer, stay. Talk is finished.
You two belong to Arapaho or Sioux?
We Cheyenne. 2 Moon sent us. 2 Moon Mark.
That's Cheyenne, all right. 2 Moon send you here on business?
2 Moon want to buy handgun. Bang, 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 6 times. Also want to buy Winchester.
How much money?
You have to. You count.
Not enough. I've got a lot of guns to sell. I can't risk my neck on a piddling deal.
We get more. How much?
$5,000. That'll buy 100 guns, you tell 2 Moon. But he'll have to pick them up at stage stop 11, first north of Dodge.
We tell Chief. Be back tonight.
Through the back room. I'll show you.
Oh, no more.
All right, move along. Get the money.
You're taking quite a chance, ain't you, boss?
It's our last deal. 2 Moon will pay $5,000. We make delivery, pocket the dough, then ride south.
Not into pony country, I hope.
You still don't get it, Pete. Indians never fire new guns until they meet the enemy.
Well, you steered us right so far.
Say, you better get started packing all the guns on hand. I promised those Cheyennes there'd be 100.
Buttlines and Winchesters?
Yeah.
There's not more than 80, all told.
Well, that's near enough. For them.
Now, as soon as Mr. Brother and Mr. Cousin hand the marked money over to Gun and Dobie, we'll set fire to this shack here next to the warehouse. I figure Dobie and his boys will try to save those guns in the back room. That's where we'll take them, in the back room.
Well, there'll be a lot of people around there.
Yeah, hell, but I think they'll all be fighting the fire out here in the street, and any shooting will be done back here in the alley. We'll crash in the alley door.
Why, this is Major Hendricks of the 2nd Cavalry.
Howdy.
Marshal Earp, where's Lieutenant Clark?
Well, Major, I had to leave him with Brave Bull as a hostage.
You did that.
That's right.
Then I'll have to arrest you, Marshal.
How many soldiers you bring with you?
I don't need soldiers. You're under arrest.
I'm sorry, sir. Take his gun.
You'll do time in federal prison for this, Earp.
Yeah, I may at that. I haven't got time to explain this whole thing to you or do it at the warehouse. I'll take him in the cell.
You sure you can pull this off, Wyatt?
Nothing's for certain, Mr. Kelly. Come on, let's get going.
Hal, you and Brick catch up with us.
We're supposed to come through the back room. Did you get 5,000?
Half. 2 Moon says he pay other half when you deliver guns.
All right. Count it out. 500. 700. Come on, hurry it up. We ain't got all night. The shack next door. I gotta save those guns. Clean out that safe. And you engines are gonna get it. Here we go.
I'll patch him up. Take all the money out of the safe.
You dirty John Laws. You killed Louis.
I can't take chances winging him the way Wyatt does.
Yeah, put the cuffs on.
See you.
How much you figure?
Enough to buy many ponies. Out in the head.
Wyatt, you in there? Open up!
What are you trying to do? Set the whole town on fire?
Fire's out, isn't it?
Well, almost, little thanks to you. Why, Mr. Dobie, what you hurting about?
Peddling guns and whiskey.
All prisoners taken care of, Wyatt.
Good. Take him along. I gotta ride fast.
Oh, hold on. Where are you going?
To buy a man's life, if I get there in time.
Well, what about Major Hendricks?
I'll hold him for an hour or two and then let him go. Maybe he can try me for treason later.
Bring here. Tie the post.
What is this?
The sun is down, and Marshal Earp has not brought back our money.
No. Tell him to wait.
But the sun is down. Earp agreed if he didn't come.
Sun not all way down. Tell him to wait.
Boca.
You're too much hurry to kill soldier. Marshal Earp say sunset. Sun all way down.
We wait. When we kill Pony Soldier, we must all go on warpath.
Warpath. All Pawnee tribe.
Sun is down.
Tell him to shoot.
Boca.
Here's your money. Count it.
I guess I should make a speech of thanks.
Save it. Climb on your horse. I'll cover you. Go on.
You keep your word. We keep ours.
All right. But take your young men back to the reservation. Unless you do that, I'll be after you with many soldiers. If there has to be a fight, you will die first. And then Young Wolf.
No fight.
Good.
Send them away.
Higher, higher.
How much?
100 ponies, maybe more.
Pay me.
Mr. Earp, I've been a fool.
Yes, sir. But don't tell that to the Army. Never admit you're wrong, and you'll be a colonel someday.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
Aren't you satisfied? Your brother's in jail. Your gentleman friend is gunning for me.
Lance will kill you.
No, he won't. He's not that fast.
Then I'll do it. Right now.
If ever a woman deserved punishment, it's you. You put your own brother in jail. You egg Lance into gunning me. One of them might get hanged, the other might get killed, and you don't care.
You're scared of Lance?
No. I may have to shoot him. If I do, I want you to see it.
Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
The Life and Legend of Wyatt Earp, starring Hugh O'Brien.
A certain story once told of 3 gunfighters bullying a western town while the gallant sheriff had to fight them alone. How the old-timers of Wichita, Abilene, and Dodge City must have laughed at such a yarn. Frontier towns in the 70s were settled by many veterans of Union and Confederate battles, veterans who still knew how to fight. So in 1878, when a hoodlum outfit led by Dan Burden tried to rob a bank in Dodge City while Marshal Wyatt Earp and his deputies were away,
Well, had a little trouble in town.
Yeah, I see. Send for the doc?
Yes, Marshal.
He'll bring a wagon, huh? Good work, Mayor.
One back there, and this one here's dead. They never learn.
Any of your people get hurt?
I think he wounded Chris Allen, the cashier. A couple of the boys got nicked, but nothing bad.
Who are you?
Never mind that. You gonna let me bleed to death?
Well, I wouldn't worry about it. Doc will plug you up. Well, you were coming back from turning in some prisoners to the Army. We heard the shooting. These hoodlums must be amateurs.
They shot pretty wild. But Jesse James and Cole Younger wouldn't have tried what they did. First thing I learned in the Army was never to ride into a hostile town in broad daylight.
Mr. Allen got hit in the arm, but he claims 2 scalps with that sawed-off shotgun of his.
Well, the town put up a real good fight, and I'm proud of him. Oh, and Mayor Kelly is a cinch for re-election.
I'd be ashamed to mention this. We was firing from behind doors and windows, like shooting ducks on a pond.
Well, I wouldn't be too modest about it, Your Honor. Let's see if I can identify any of them.
Lance, what happened?
They got all shot up. Some of them scattered north and west. Your brother...
Danny didn't pull it off?
A fool idea in the first place, Marie.
Was it?
I told you and I told Danny. A lot of men with guns in that town.
Danny must have bungled it. Earp and his deputies weren't even there. All he had to do was bluff out a bunch of storekeepers.
They didn't bluff easy. I'll drift into Dodge tonight and find out just what happened.
No. No, I've got a better idea.
What? What are you aiming to do?
You just drift into town tonight, maybe I'll tell you.
Danny said to keep you out of it.
Are you going by what Danny said or by what I say?
Oh, please, hon, what can you do in Dodge?
A lot more than Danny and those numbskulls did. Now, you just lie low here. Come into Dodge tonight. Are you my foreman or aren't you?
All right. You're the boss.
Remember that.
Sit down, Mr. Burden.
That ain't my name.
Dan Burden's your name. You got a sister named Marie. Got a small cattle spread over near Ingalls. Mr. Bill Tillman's told me about you. You and your sister aren't exactly unknown around here.
Who's been talking?
None of your business. Any of those wounded men make a statement?
No, sir.
All right, Hal, you telegraphed the sheriff over at Ingalls asking to please arrest Miss Marie Burden. Conspiracy to rob a bank.
Right. You leave my sister out of this. She didn't know nothing about it.
But she had a grudge against the Union Bank, didn't she? 8 months ago, she sold some mortgaged cattle. The bank made her pay up. Now, who bosses the ranch, you or Marie?
I do.
Why did she sign this application for a loan? Why didn't you co-sign?
I don't have to answer your fool questions.
Yeah.
You arrest Marie and Lance will gun you.
Oh. And who is Lance?
Lance Morfitt, that's who. He's engaged to my sister.
Lance Morfitt, huh? It seems I recall a gentleman by that name.
You'll get better acquainted, you bother my sister.
All right, Mr. Burden, we'll put you back in your cell.
What about Marie?
I'll have a little talk with her. My hunch may be wrong, but I think she's involved in the robbery.
Lance will kill you.
Mr. Burden, he can try. Won't be the first time it's been tried.
One moment, please. Who is it?
Marshal Earp.
Oh, good. You interested in bedrooms?
No, I'm just careful. I'm awful glad you came to town, Miss Burden. I wasted money sending an arrest order for you.
Arrest me? But what on earth for?
Conspiracy to rob a bank.
Oh, now. Surely you must be joking.
Your brother's in jail. He led the attempted holdup.
Yes, I know. Danny is a wild, crazy boy. I've had to get him out of one scrape after another. How much is it going to be this time?
Nothing to bother about.
You mean there's some other way?
I mean, the trial is set for tomorrow.
But, the last time Danny got into trouble, I gave the marshal $500 and, it was all arranged.
Hmm. Well, Miss Burden, we don't do that here.
Oh. Oh, I see. Well, could I trouble you, please, to take a message to Danny?
No trouble.
Thank you very much. I'll write it. It'll just take a moment. Just a few lines to let poor Danny know that I'm going to hire him a lawyer. It'll cheer him up. Thank you very, very much.
Al, come on in here, will you? My deputy.
But you said that you would take it.
I will. But you're under arrest, and Hal will have to stay here.
Oh. What are you doing?
We read all messages to prisoners.
You give that back
Easy, ma'am, easy, easy.
He's got no right to... I just offered you my promissory note in hopes you'd make things comfortable for Danny.
You trying to bribe, Wyatt?
Bribe? Oh, no. That's against the law.
Miss Burden is very upset about her brother. I'm going to hold her as a material witness. She isn't to leave this apartment.
You gonna leave him in here with me alone?
Well, Miss Burden, my room's across the hall. You can leave this door open, and Hal can camp in my room if that makes you feel any better.
Yes, it most certainly will.
All right. Hal, here's my key. I'm going to go over and question those prisoners again. You keep an eye on her until I get back.
Yes, sir.
Now, wait a minute. I'm gonna need a lawyer for Danny and me.
Well, I'll ask Judge Tobin to assign one.
And how much will that cost?
Nothing. I'll see you later.
I was just acting foolish. If you want to stay here in the parlor, it's all right.
Thanks a lot, ma'am. Wyatt said to use his room. You make yourself comfortable, Miss Burton.
Comfortable with my poor brother in jail? Oh, please, won't you help me? I'd be mighty grateful for some help right now.
Your brother tried to rob a bank. 2 of his men were killed. Mr. Allen was hurt.
Forget it.
Howdy, Judge. Mr. Kelly. Prisoners won't talk.
Wyatt, we understand you're holding Burton's sister.
That's right.
Do you think she was involved?
I think she planned the whole deal and talked her stupid brother into it.
Well, can you prove that?
No, sir, not yet.
As soon as I appoint a lawyer, he'll be at me with a writ of habeas corpus.
She could sue the city for false
But why
arrest.
don't you just say what you came here to say?
Well...
No pretty woman is ever anything but an angel.
Before a jury, she is.
Now, let's be practical. We have an unbeatable case against Burton and his men. Why drag his sister into it?
Because I feel sorry for Dan Burton and all those cowhands in there. Why should they go to prison when Marie, who probably planned the whole thing, gets off scot-free just because she's a woman?
Well, if you make her co-defendant, they may be all acquitted.
Oh, come on.
I don't think they'll all be acquitted, but the jury'd only give them a year or 2, and they sure wouldn't convict the woman.
Well, look, just say the word and I'll turn her loose.
Well, I really think that's the wise course.
The judge wants to make an example out of the rest of them, Wyatt. They ought to get 10 years, the maximum.
I'll turn her loose. But she planned that robbery just to spite the bank.
What's the matter?
I can't get my breath. It's my heart. I've had trouble before.
Here, let me help you.
No. Get the doctor. Oh, please.
All right, I'll get Dr. McCarty. Wyatt, she's having a heart attack or something. I'm going for Dr. McCarty.
Heart attack?
Just stay out of this.
Hear what he said? Somebody's got a heart attack. Well, I don't know. It could be serious, you know.
No heart attack, huh?
You let my brother out of jail or I'll fix you.
You're the one that belongs in jail. Now you go on back to your room and stay there.
I told you!
Stop it!
Let me go!
Shut up!
Let me go! Help! Help!
Get out of here!
Let me go! Help! Help!
You stop it!
Marshal Herb!
Now, it's all right. You're safe now. And you, a deacon of the church. Go get Judge Tobin. Now, don't cry. Don't. It only makes things worse. Yes, I will. Now, just...
And then he said if I would... He'd let my brother escape from jail, and then he tried to tear my dress. It was horrible.
There. No reason to carry on. We'll get to the straight of this.
What have you got to say?
I'm waiting for Hal.
The 3 witnesses saw you struggling with her in your room.
Judge, I warned you about her.
We're trying to believe you, but...
I heard about the trick she pulled on you. She ought to be run out of town.
You would say that. You're no better than he is. Oh, where's my lawyer? Please, I want to see my lawyer.
I've met a lot of low-down women in my time, but you are... That'll do. What's your temper? Sorry.
Are you going to let them lie out of this? Look at my dress. Look at the bruises on my wrist. Isn't there one gentleman left in this town?
Now, Miss Burton, you're a bit hysterical. You said you had a heart attack and fainted. I suggest you go into the bedroom and lie down. The doctor will be here in a few minutes.
You'd better get here soon. I may want him to testify.
Al, where was she when you went to get Doc McCarty?
Right there on the floor. I thought she was dying.
You tell him why the door to my room happened to be open.
Wyatt told me to wait in his room and watch her. Shall I tell him what she said to me?
No. They can believe us or fire us. I told you it was a frame-up.
We believe you, but hang it all, Wyatt, you know how people will be talking.
Yeah, I know.
I don't care about the talk. I want that woman out of town as quick as possible.
She ought to be tried with the rest. Take it easy, Al. Now, we promised her a lawyer. Maybe he'll persuade her to leave. Meantime, we'll make another try at getting Dan Burton to tell the truth.
Sit down. You're still stubborn and stupid. You ain't gonna turn me against my sister.
You love your sister?
Of course I do.
She's trying to frame Hal and me.
I wouldn't put anything past you two.
The court is appointing a lawyer to defend you.
Sure. Maria'd see to that.
Well, it's not going to help. You're going to get the limit.
Well, Maria's in the clear. I'm satisfied.
What about Lance Morfin?
What about him?
Well, didn't you say he was coming into Dodge to gun me?
Only if you arrest Marie.
She's arrested.
Then Lance will get you.
What if I get him?
Don't be a fool. Why, I could give him a full draw and shoot him in both eyes.
Maybe. Maybe not.
Look, hasn't your sister done enough harm? Now, Lance is a nice young fellow. Why should she want to add his scalp to her belt?
Well, there's nothing I can do about it.
Yes, there is. I want you to ask your sister to leave town and take Morfitt with her.
Oh, you don't know Marie.
Oh, I know her. But I hate to use the words that describe her.
She's always been like that. Ever since I was a kid. She gets a grudge and nothing will stop her. She keeps on nagging until... She'll send Lance after you. That's his lookout.
Mr. Burton, if I have to hurt Morfitt, I'm going to send your sister to prison.
How?
Inciting anyone to gun an officer is a penitentiary offense.
We can't prove it that she put you up to the bank robbery. But we can sure prove it if she sends Lance after Wyatt.
Well, all right. I'll talk to her.
Good. We'll take him over to the hotel.
I'll get his hat.
Come on.
Better check those guns, Sonny. Marshal Earp catch you wearing them, it's 3 days in jail.
You'll catch me wearing them. Give me another one.
Remember now, his name is Lance Morfitt. You'll find him in one of the saloons. Just tell him to meet me at the hotel after he finishes his business. He'll understand. Dan, were you hit bad?
No, not bad.
It's going to be all right. I talked to a lawyer. I have a wonderful idea for getting you off.
Yeah? How?
Not with them in the room. I was just starting for the jail. Why did they bring you here?
We'll wait outside.
are you going to get me off?
We blame it on Pete Brown and the others who got killed. They forced you to join in the holdup. Punky will testify to the same thing.
I knew you'd do it. Lots of times you got me into trouble, but you always got me out.
Why, sure. Why did they bring you here? What's the trick?
Oh, it's no trick. Herb just doesn't want Lance gunning for him.
Oh.
He says if you sick Lance on him, you can go to prison. Something about exciting or inciting.
Why, sure. I know that. You think I'd be so stupid.
Well, you were sore at Earp and Hal, and you accused him of...
Just play acting, Dan.
Oh, I see. Just making trouble for the Johnny Laws, huh?
Why, sure. I almost got them both fired. It's all settled, gentlemen. You may come right in. You can breathe easy now, Mr. Earp. Lance is back on the ranch at Ingalls.
Yeah, he ain't gonna gun you.
Oh, that's a relief. Hal, we better take Mr. Burden back to jail.
Sure. Marie's gonna get me off. She's got a real slick idea.
Dan.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Well, see you in court, Marie.
Well?
I suppose you had to lie about it. Just couldn't help yourself.
Am I under arrest again?
No.
Then I see no reason why I have to entertain you. The door is open.
Isn't that Lance Morford down there?
Why don't you go down and ask him? You scared?
Your brother Dan's gonna go to prison. You sent him out of here thinking you had some bright legal trick that would save him.
I might have.
That fella down there wants to marry you. You urged me to go down there and kill him.
He'll kill you. If he doesn't, I will.
Oh? With this?
I can get another one.
No, you'll be in prison.
Lance might have something to say about that.
All right, so he outdraws me. He shot a peace officer.
We can run.
Not far enough or fast enough.
I still say you're scared.
You know, if ever a woman deserved punishment, it's you. I'm gonna probably have to hurt him. And if that happens, I certainly want you to see it. Mr. Morford, you draw on me and you'll get hurt. Miss Burden will go to prison.
What's she got to do with it?
She incited you to attack the peace officer. That's a felony. I hate to say this, but I kind of hope you do go for your gun. Miss Burden ought to be in prison.
Shoot him! He can't draw! Shoot him! That's close enough! Shoot! Shoot him! Oh!
You hoodlum.
You get out of town.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail.
and none can deny it. The legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail. Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Long may his story be told.
There was a time when you was right to come for me, Senor Macho. But this time, no. You do not arrest me. You make one move and I kill you.
Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
The Life and Legend of Wyatt Earp, starring Hugh O'Brien.
For the most part, law enforcement in the West was pretty open and uncomplicated. With a gun at his hip, every man was a potential criminal. But a good peace officer like Wyatt Earp could usually tell who were the troublemakers. But sometimes appearances deceived even Wyatt.
Howdy, Ed. Howdy, Wyatt.
You come to meet the stage?
No, I'm just making the rounds talking to some of the boys.
Thought maybe you heard about the shipment coming in.
Oh, valuable?
5,000. New silver dollars direct from the San Francisco Mint.
I think I'll stick around.
Here it comes now.
Hey, it's running loose.
Nice work, Marshal.
Billy still alive?
Yeah, but he's hurt pretty bad. Couple of you men, get him over to Doc McCarty's, quick. Come on.
Run tell Miss Nancy.
Miss Nancy, the school teacher?
She and Billy Hanley are engaged to be married. Supposed to be a passenger.
He's dead. They get it all.
I can't figure why they'd do a thing like that. Just shoot down an innocent passenger.
He wasn't even wearing a gun.
And why did Billy have the boxes inside instead of in the boot?
They're heavy. Maybe too heavy to lift up there.
Yeah. What do you think, Wyatt?
There's no use wondering about him. Wait until we can talk to Billy.
But if we can't, if Doc can't save him,
we'll have to find out some other way.
Marshal, how is he?
No, ma'am. No, the doc says he's got a good chance.
Oh, can I see him?
Well, I think we better wait until the doc comes out. He's in there with Billy now.
Yes, of course. Does anyone know why it happened?
No, why is easy. There was $5,000 on that stage.
I knew something like this would happen. Doctor.
Calm down, Miss Nancy. He's going to be as good as new.
Can I see him?
Oh, only for a minute. We mustn't tire him.
I better go in first.
You?
Well, I got some questions I want to ask him that are important. That is, if you want me to catch whoever shot him.
Oh, yes, of course, Marshal, but couldn't I go in with you? I wouldn't interfere with your questions, I assure you, and I could look at him.
All right.
Billy, darling.
Don't. Careful, Miss Nancy. That wound's painful.
Oh, I'm sorry, darling.
Marshal. I'll make it brief, Billy. Did you see who did it?
Yes. It was 3 men.
Did you recognize them?
That's why they shot me. They were wearing masks, but one of them was Esteban Marengo.
How do you know for sure?
He had an accent. He looked Mexican. Besides, I saw Esteban back at the relay station at Rock Springs. Him and 2 other men. They were the same men.
There, Marshal. What more do you need?
Billy, if they were wearing masks, how did they know you recognized them? Why did they shoot you and the passenger?
Well, so as to take no chances, I guess.
Where did they stop you?
Sandy Crossing.
Your horses ran loose all that way?
I drove them part of the way. And I passed out, I guess.
Marshal, do you have to ask all these questions?
I'll talk to you later.
Marshal, can I have my gun?
Why?
Oh, they tried to kill me once.
Here? Oh, I don't think so, Billy.
Billy, they'd never try it here. Besides, there's no need now.
No need?
The Marshal knows all you can tell him. They'd never try to kill you now. Oh, you have nothing to worry about. Dr. McCarty and I will stay here with you and take care of you while the Marshal goes out after the man who shot you. Who is he, Marshal?
Esteban Marengo? He's a Mexican that's been around here for a while, working on freighters in and out of trouble.
Well, he's in real trouble now.
Have to catch him first.
Buenos dias, señorita. ¿Cómo está?
Bien. We're close here.
Closed. Looks like I'm just in time for dinner.
I did not expect customers. There's not enough.
Where's the stage man?
¿Quién sabe? The stage is not due until tomorrow.
And you're all alone? Who's the other dinner for?
It is none of your business, Senor Marshal.
Might be. Do you know a man by the name of Esteban Marengo? Do you?
No.
Has he ever been here?
How do I know if I don't know him?
This afternoon when the stage came in, was there a Mexican man here?
No.
There's none here now. You always eat 2 plates of enchiladas?
See, when I am hungry. Ándale, ándale, es la policía, vete.
No, I do not go.
Oh, por favor.
Be quiet. I do not run away from the policia. Tell me, Senor Marshal, what do you want with me?
I want to take you into Dodge City for some questioning.
I know about questioning. I don't know you take me to Dodge.
You've been identified as one of 3 men who robbed a stage and killed a man.
Who say this?
Stage driver, Billy Hanley.
He lies.
See, he lies.
Would I be here sitting down to eat if I robbed the stage? No, I'd be on my way to Mexico. There was time, Senor Marshal, when you was right to come for me. But this time, no, you do not arrest me. You make one move and I kill you.
Were you here when the stage came through?
See? Why not?
Were 2 other men here?
Senor Cassidy and his brother.
Sam Cassidy?
He has a ranch near here.
Yeah, I know. South.
Senor Marshal, I tell the truth. I do not rob this stage. Billy lies.
Well, maybe Billy made a mistake. What'd you do after the stage left?
Nothing.
See, you fix wagon for Senor Cassidy.
Oh, see. His axle was broke.
Well, that must have taken a while,
Maybe 2-3 hours.
Esteban, you have an alibi. Now, you willing to ride down to Cassidy's ranch with me and verify it?
See, but not to Dodge.
No, not if it checks out.
Come on.
Quiet, quiet. Somebody shot Billy. He's dead. We should have listened to him. He was scared. There was something he wanted to do. I went out a few minutes and left him with Miss Nancy. They must have been watching outside that window.
Oh, if only I'd turned around. I thought I heard something.
No, Miss Nancy, you mustn't blame yourself. You nearly got shot as it was. Bullet nicked the sleeve of her dress. She was sitting right close there beside him.
I'm sorry, Miss Nancy.
Oh, he tried to tell us. But I suppose you had no more reason to believe him than we did.
I looked outside, Wyatt. No footprints. The ground's too hard, but I did find this little cartridge shell.
41 Derringer.
It was a Derringer that killed the passenger, too, and got Billy the first time. Same gun, probably.
Oh, Marshal, you've got to get that man. He must be dangerous to do a thing so terrible.
I never did like that Esteban Marengo.
It wasn't Esteban. He was with me when it happened.
Then his Confederates.
He had no Confederates. He had nothing to do with the robbery or this. No, either Billy was mistaken or
What?
Billy sent me out there in a wild goose chase.
Why?
You can't think Billy had anything to do with the robbery.
He might have. If he lied, he must have.
You mean he sent you out there in a wild goose chase so he could be shot and killed?
That's true, Wyatt.
Well, that part's a puzzle. But suppose he had been double-crossed by his pals. He might still have hoped to get part of that loot somehow.
You know he wasn't that kind of a man.
No, why would Billy want a hold of a stagecoach?
Well, he wasn't rich. He was about to get married. $5,000 would have set him up for life.
How can you cast such a stigma on the memory of a dear dead boy who can't defend himself?
Miss Nancy, a crime has been committed. I've got to get at the facts. Whatever they are, whoever they hurt. Now, they might implicate Billy, but on the other hand, they may clear him, too.
I hope before you cast public suspicion on him, you get positive proof.
That's my job, Miss Nancy. Howdy, Miss Nancy.
Marshal,
What are you doing out here?
that's my usual way home from school.
Well, then you've decided to stay here in Dodge after all, huh?
No, I couldn't. There are too many memories.
I understand.
Have you found anything out yet, Marshal?
No? Didn't find anything at Sandy Crossing. Didn't even find a sign that the stage had stopped there.
Maybe you were too hasty in eliminating the Mexican.
No, I don't think so. You, come by here about the same time every afternoon?
Yes.
Sometime you see the stage?
Yes, sometimes.
You didn't see it the other afternoon?
No. It was either a little early or a little late. I don't know which. Billy would always wave.
I'm sorry. I have to ask questions because I don't have any clues. I'm up a blind alley.
Yes, I'm sorry, too, Marshal.
U.S. Mint, San Francisco.
I tell you, Billy's record was perfect. I'd have trusted him with my life. Especially when he got engaged to Miss Nancy. She's perfect.
You sound like you were in love with her yourself.
Well, every man in town is a little. She's such a sweet, pretty little thing. Like today, a pathetic thing.
What?
That package came for her on the stage from San Francisco. Got damaged a little, and you can see what it is. New dress. Part of her wedding things, I suppose.
Looks expensive, but since when do they start wearing black wedding dresses with spangles?
Probably for parties when they went back east. Who knows? Anyways, I just can't bring myself to deliver it to her.
Well, I'll take it to her. I want to ask her some questions anyway.
Oh? About Billy?
Yeah.
Well, I'll be be obliged to you if you would take it. But there's $2 extra express charges due on it. You want to collect it?
Well,
Well, never mind. I'll waive it. It's the least I can do for her.
See you later.
Marshal, come in.
Thank you.
There's one Billy left here. He was very proud of his whips. He made them himself. What brings you here, Marshal?
Well, his package came for you today from San Francisco. I happened to be over at the express company. He was coming out here anyway. It's quite a fancy dress.
It was intended for my trousseau. I won't need it now.
Aren't you going to open it?
Not right now.
If it's damaged, the express company would like to know about it.
I'll let them know if it is.
I thought women were supposed to be curious.
I'm not. Why are you?
Well, that dress doesn't look much like little Miss Nancy, schoolteacher.
It wasn't intended to. It was for my honeymoon, for my husband. That's why I don't want to open it now. I'd like to know, Marshal, what it is you're thinking. What you're insinuating.
Nothing, Miss Nancy. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to upset you.
But you have. And I don't understand why. First you suspect Billy, and now it seems me of what I don't know.
It's only that I'm trying to find any kind of a clue. Anything that would seem strange.
Well, I don't see how my buying a new dress, especially since it was bought weeks ago for my trousseau, could seem strange.
No, I guess not.
Now, please, go. Oh, wait. There's money due on this. I'll get it for you.
It's not necessary.
I always pay my debts. Here.
I'm sorry.
What? You deliver it?
Yeah.
She took it pretty hard, huh? I was afraid she would.
Well, I guess I wasn't as diplomatic as I could have been.
I wouldn't have been either. You asked for it. But thanks.
Wait a minute, she paid me the express due. Here. Hey, wait a minute. Let me see that.
These are shiny new.
Yeah. They're dated this year. They must have been put in circulation just in the last couple of weeks.
Why? This is part of the loot?
Must be.
But how did Miss Nancy come to have them?
That's what I'd like to know.
She must have gotten them from the robbers somehow.
Either that or she and Billy.
Oh, Wyatt, I can't believe that.
But it's possible.
Well, that would mean that she killed Billy.
Well, she could have. She could have gone outside, shot him through the window, come back inside before the doc got there.
But the bullet tear in her sleeve.
Well, she could have done that herself. We didn't look at it too closely, you know.
Oh, Wyatt. It's also possible that she came by these coins honestly. It's been 3 days since the holdup.
Yeah. It's possible, but I'm going to have to find out.
I didn't know you were in the habit of breaking in on a lady's privacy.
I see you changed your mind about wearing the dress.
Yes. How do I look?
different anyway.
More like I belong south of the dead line in one of those dance halls? Go on, Marshal. You can say yes. I won't be insulted. I'll be complimented. Because I'm a woman, just like them. And I like everything about being a woman. And I'm sick to death of playing the prim little paragon of virtue. Do you know what it's like to be a school teacher? Why don't you say something? Aren't you shocked?
No. I'm just surprised that you forgot Billy so soon.
This has nothing to do with Billy. You said yourself no woman can resist a new dress.
Well, that's not the kind of a dress that a husband usually approves of, even on a honeymoon. Of course, maybe you never even planned to go on a honeymoon.
What do you mean?
You gave me this a little while ago. It's brand new, shiny. Where'd you get it?
I don't know. Why?
Because it's part of the money that was stolen off the stage.
How do you know that?
I know. That's enough. Now, where'd you get it?
Well, of course, I got it from the collection. The collection they took up to help with Billy's funeral expenses.
Now, I'll tell you a story. You and Billy planned that hold-up together. You met him out there on the road with your buckboard. And Billy pulled the stage up. One of you killed the passenger before he knew what was happening, so he couldn't identify you. Billy helped transfer the money over to the buckboard. Then you had no more use for Billy. If you had shot straight, he might never have been found out.
You're mad. Don't you think Billy would have told you in the doctor's office if I'd shot him?
He was almost scared enough. But he must have had a reason not to. Maybe he thought he still might get part of the loot. Or maybe he was really in love with you. Wouldn't have turned you in if it meant his death. At any rate, it did mean his death.
I suppose I did that?
Yes. He acted loving and remorseful until he was lulled to sleep. And then you went outside and shot him through the window and came back before the doctor.
Oh, it's preposterous.
Well, like I say, it's just a story. Now, which one do you want to believe?
You could never prove yours in a million years.
I could if I could find 5,000 more of these around your house here someplace. I think I can. Because I don't think you ever thought that you'd ever be under suspicion.
Wyatt, look at me. Am I pretty? Well, am I?
Yes.
Listen to me, Wyatt. I never loved Billy. He was just a kid. But you're a man, and I've always admired you. If your story was true, if I did have that money, you and I could go a long way together. Go back east, Europe, maybe. We'd have a lot of fun. It could be heaven, Wyatt.
Miss Nancy, you already have a date with the jury. I think we better go.
In this dress?
Does it matter?
Yes. Do you think I'd stand a chance with your good folks if they saw me in this? Let me change.
All right. But don't try to get away. You wouldn't make it.
I won't. Don't worry. Don't turn around yet. I have a gun.
A Derringer?
Yes, the same one. Now put your hands up, please.
It's kind of stupid of me to forget about it, wasn't it?
This was careless. You gave me my life, and I appreciate it. I'm sorry I can't return the favor. I know you're very good with a gun, but mine's out, and you know I can use it.
Yes, I know.
So don't try to draw. Just turn around, slowly.
Aren't you going to shoot me in the back?
It wouldn't fit in with my story.
And what will your story be?
That I was about to retire. Heard an intruder. Shot before I saw it was you. No one will suspect, dear Miss Nancy. Everyone will sympathize.
You're quite an actress, aren't you?
I'll have to be a little while longer, but then I'll be gone with the money. And I won't have to pretend ever again. Now turn around slowly and keep your hands up.
I'm sorry. I hate to hurt a lady. Now, come on.
Why,
Look,
please.
if you wanted excitement and fun, you should have stuck to school teacher. It's a lot more exciting than where you're going to have to go. Prison. Come on.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
I should shoot you, Ben Thompson.
No. I should do it.
Doc, this is just plain murder. Can't you calm these two down?
You deserve killing, Ben. Rita?
No, Doc.
Jenny? Now I'll give a count of 3. And then you fire. 1, 2.
Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
Next to Doc Holliday, the outlaw Ben Thompson was probably the sorest trial to Marshal Wyatt Earp. Ben always insisted that he loved Wyatt like a brother. And according to Ben's curious code, this gave him the right to call on Wyatt for help in any personal matter not concerned with breaking the law. One day in 1878, Wyatt found himself involved in a real mess with Ben Thompson, Doc Holliday, and 2 angry women.
And after I put up the $5,000 to go partners with Ben in his faro game, he ran out on me. There was also the minor detail that he promised marriage.
Sounds just like Ben Thompson. You certain he's here in Dodge?
Where else? He bragged to me that he and Wyatt Earp are pals. Say, what kind of a Johnny Law are you hiring for Marshal anyway?
Now, just hold your temper, Miss McCabe. I'll get this straightened out.
With Earp?
Yes.
When?
Well, right away. I've warned him repeatedly about Ben Thompson. I'm the mayor of this town, and I run things here.
And I am no wench to be treated this way. I am Rita Morales. My father, my uncles, my brother, my cousins.
Please, Senorita, please.
Please stop saying that. Prove to me that you do not approve of his behavior. I am not a stupid, defenseless Yankee. I will make trouble for you. Much trouble.
Well, I believe that, Senorita. Now, where is Ben? Where can I find him?
Well, he's not in church. Look for him in saloons or dance halls or big faro games. And be quick. I have little patience. And my vaqueros, they have no patience at all. Excuse.
Certainly. Wyatt, your friend Ben Thompson's in town.
I know. She told me.
She did? Well, there are 2 women mixed up in this?
I only met Senorita Morales.
Well, I met another one, named Jenny McCabe. A pretty howdy-do.
She must be if she's as pretty as Miss Rita.
Oh, prettier. Well-constructed redhead with... Oh. Now, Wyatt, I've begged you a dozen times to have nothing to do with Ben Thompson. Now he's brought the makings of a scandal, maybe even bloodshed, right to your very door.
Mr. Mayor, I'll have a little talk with Ben, and if I find that the facts justify it,
I'll make him leave town.
Facts you're needing. A man has played fast and loose with every woman this side of
I know, Mr. Mayor, I know, but let's try to leave the ladies out of this, huh? They're no angels, you know, and they can play fast and loose, too.
Well, I leave it in your hands, Wyatt.
Hey, Don, I gotta talk to you, man.
Wait till I finish here.
You're here to gamble or gossip.
He's here.
Ben Thompson's in town. Me and Charlie's got some business with him.
He just rode in the Durgan's livery stable. Excuse us, Doc. Give me time to get him back of him. All right.
You take over, Mike. I'm gonna referee a fight.
You wanting me, Don Burkett?
Take him. Got the drop on you, Ben?
Doc Holliday. Thanks a lot, Doc. That was a close one. I appreciate it.
I'll take 5 cents for the cartridge.
You... Same old Doc. All right, there's a dime. You keep the change.
Get out of town, Ben.
Wait a minute. How's come you're sore now?
I never did regard you with anything but dislike.
All right. Charlie there had the drop on me. Why didn't you let him hurt me?
You know I don't sanction front and back gunplay. 2 against 1.
That's right. I forgot. Well, anyway, thanks a lot.
This one's dead, Marshal.
Here comes the deacon.
All right, who did it?
I have a feral game running. Talk to you later.
Well?
Well, I guess I shot that one there, pal. But Doc Holliday, he shot that one over there. He charged me 5 cents for the cartridge.
They're both dead, Wyatt. Both of them are drawn. This one managed to get off one shot.
All right. Go get the coroner, huh?
Right.
Did you know him?
Yeah. That one there's Don Burkett. That's Charlie Patton over there. A couple of soreheads thought I was cheating him in a poker game. I'll be up to post bond. But that ain't what's got me spooked. Pal, a couple of girlfriends of mine are chasing me with guns.
Mm-hmm. A Miss Morales and a Miss McCabe.
They're already here.
Yep.
Wyatt, I shouldn't be out here on the street. You put me in jail, huh?
You're asking for protective custody?
Sure, pal. You spread the word that I got 6 months, then they'll get tired of waiting around and leave town.
Well, it isn't that simple, Ben.
All right, then, pal. You just look up Rita and Jenny, and you tell them to get out of town. And you tell them to quit threatening me. Wyatt, why can't we get in off the street?
Come on. Ben, both women claim that you promised to marry. Miss McCabe told the mayor that you took $5,000 from her. Now, are their statements true? Are they true?
Yeah.
Yeah. I knew you lied to women. You do that all the time, but this is the first time I ever heard of you promising to marry any. You're already married.
Well, that's just it, pal. I'm not.
Your wife divorced you, huh?
2 months ago in San Antonio.
I can't do anything. Best thing for you to do is to get out of Dodge pronto.
Fine. Well, I guess you better just dig me a grave, pal.
Come on now, you're not afraid of 2 women, are you?
Did you ever see a woman shoot?
No.
Now, I'm not fooling, Wyatt. They're deadly. Now, they never felt the recoil of a gun before, so they don't flinch none. They just point it at you like they're pointing their finger and pow.
what can I do?
Well, what can I do about it? You can't shoot back at him.
I'm sorry. I know you'd help me if you could, but you can't. How long do I get to stay in Dodge?
Until sundown, Mayor Kelly's orders.
Hard, but fair, I guess. There's $6,000. You find Jenny and give her her 5 back, and the other 1,000 ought to about cover my burial.
Ought to just about cover it.
Do I get my gun back, pal?
Oh, sure, sure. But you wouldn't wear it on the street, would you?
Oh, no, what? Well, so long, pal.
So long, Ben.
Wyatt.
I'm Jenny McCabe, the new city clerk.
Oh, Mayor Kelly must have just hired you.
Well, Marshal Earp left his night record sheet in his room, and he asked me to pick it up for the file.
I see. Well, I guess it's all right, miss.
It'll only take a second.
Wait here.
Who is it?
Rita Morales.
Oh. All right. What do you want?
C'est monsieur. I must find Ben.
Satisfied?
No. This is the Marshal Earp's room. You came here to get information from him.
My own idea.
I also need the information.
And I claim the right to settle with Ben first. He's got a lot of money that belongs to me.
Ben proposed first to me. It is my family shame. I do not want my uncles and brothers to be put in jail for shooting that man.
Then clear out. I'll do the job.
I don't trust you.
Are you calling me a liar?
You are worse than that. You are a common dance hall gambler.
Oh! Ah!
Mr. Earp.
Yeah, Charlie?
I gave that new clerk the key to your room.
New clerk?
Miss McCabe from the mayor's office. She said you told her to pick up some police records.
Thank you.
Oh, let go of that gun.
I will not.
Yes, you will.
Oh,
All right, break it up. Break it up, both of you. Break it up. I said break it up.
Now, whose gun is this?
Never mind.
where is Ben? You hide him?
No.
What's happening? What's going on here? Two of them, Marshal.
That's right, two of them. Get out of here.
I'm certainly
And shut the
surprised
door.
at you, Marshal.
Shut the door.
Deacon of the church. The idea of such a thing.
Miss Morales, Miss McCabe, I have good news for you. Ben Thompson has left Dodge. He returned your $5,000. I have it for you in my office.
Ben run away?
Don't you believe him? You're a John Law. What business is this of yours?
Mayor Kelly says you appealed to him for help.
I did not. I just warned him that you and Ben are dear old pals.
Oh, no, wait a minute. Mr. Thompson has never caused me anything but trouble, and I ordered him to leave town. I'm going to request that you leave my room. Both of you.
I'll drop by for the money.
Won't you let me talk to Ben just for a few minutes?
Miss Morales, I don't know where he is.
May I have my gun back, please?
All right.
Gracias. You are in deep trouble. I am sorry.
Marshal alert. Doc Holliday's aiming to massacre some fellas down at the Long Branch.
Yo, move!
Wait a minute, Doc, I didn't mean to try those.
Fine up. We kill us a few skunks, Ben.
I'll just take this end, right?
Hold it! Now, what's all this about?
They've been lying about you, Wyatt. They say you're mixed up with 2 women.
Ben knows the women. I thought I told you to leave town.
Well, ain't sundown yet, pal.
Mr. Thompson, you go to my rooms in the Dodge House. Refresh yourself. I'll settle this with Deacon Hood.
Get out. Break it up, man.
I hold no brief with Ben Thompson. He's a scamp. But you consider your own idiotic behavior. You allow Jim Kelly to bulldoze you into messing with Ben and his women.
Mr. Kelly is the mayor.
Yeah. He's also the first man who'll turn against you when these lies are printed in the newspapers. Wyatt, I've come to the conclusion you need a thoroughgoing scoundrel to befriend you in this affair.
Ben Thompson, I reckon, huh?
No. No, Ben's a Newfoundland puppy at heart. I offer you my assistance.
Thanks.
Then I take it my offer's accepted.
Look, Doc, I told Ben to get out of town. Now, when he leaves, the women are going to chase after him, and it's all going to be over.
It won't put an end to the story that you're a fancy Dan. 100 Texas cowhands you threw in jail will be only too happy to repeat that slander.
Well, talk has never bothered me. Let him blabber.
That's going to be your attitude. I'll just have to act without your consent.
Look, Doc, why don't you be sensible? What difference does it make if they say I had 50 women in my hotel room?
What difference? Wyatt, men like me have a curious obligation to the truth. It would sicken me to be called good, and conversely, I don't propose to have you called bad. You're often a sentimental idiot. But you are not bad.
More trouble. A bunch of Mexicans just moved in. They're watching the Dodge House.
How many?
5 or 6.
Well, disarm them, Marshal. Disarm them.
I'll give it my attention, sir.
Good.
Look, don't you think you ought to push along the newspaper office, Mr. Mayor?
Right.
Wyatt, Ben Thompson's not worth a gunfight.
He's holed up in Doc's quarters at the hotel. Doc will join any play made against him.
I hate to get tough with the Mexicans.
Yeah, I know. Every time we've had to do it, we found out they were right. Look, I want to talk to the Morales girl. See if you can find her, will you?
Right.
Ben?
Rita's boys. Looks like they got me surrounded, Doc.
Hey, you let Wyatt take care of them. What's the truth behind all this, Ben?
You interested?
Any dealings you might have with women would arouse a certain morbid curiosity, yes. Sit down.
Got a drink?
Always. Hey, tell me exactly how you got yourself into this fix.
Well, tell you.
I came for my money.
Oh, well, there's been a little hitch.
Oh, no, none of that. $5,000. You said Ben left it for me.
Yeah, well, Ben hasn't left town.
Well, what's that got to do with?
Look, Miss McCabe, there are a bunch of Morales gunfighters that have got Ben surrounded.
Where?
The Dodge Hotel.
She can't pull that. I'm settling with Ben, not her.
You want to marry him?
I might have my childish dreams. Who knows?
Well, I think you want to shoot Ben. I think Miss Rita might have the same idea.
She's just as sore at Ben as I am, and meaner, too. Why, she'd shoot him and...
I told my vaqueros to stay out of town. How dare you blame me for what happened?
I blame all three of you. Now, I'm going to give you 10 minutes to get your men out of Dodge.
What? What if they refuse?
Then I'm going to throw them all in jail.
But all I want is to see Ben. Talk to him.
Sure. And plug him with that Derringer.
You have gun, big one, in there. It's against the law, Marshal.
Yeah, it sure is. Carrying them on the street. All right, you both turn over your weapons. Come on, put them on the desk. Enough of this nonsense. Now, you get your vaqueros out of Dodge.
I'll go right along with her and see that she does.
Hal, you escort the ladies.
Right.
I'll be along with Vic and Chuck later. 10 minutes, Senorita.
10 minutes. Ha!
So you see, Doc, the whole thing's got me, well, kind of puzzled. Do they both love me, or do neither one of them? And if just one of them loves me, how do I tell which one?
You willing to marry one of them?
Well, sure, I guess, if she loves me.
You're going to marry Ben.
Huh?
You got wired into this corner. It's up to you to get him out.
You mean me marrying one of them will square my old pal? Well, if it's got to be, it's got to be. Oh, I'd do worse than marrying for Wyatt. You know that.
Good. Shabba. Come here, Ben. Who's that?
Oh, that Valdez, and he's got a couple of...
No, I mean the other girl.
That's Jenny.
Ask them to come up here.
Both of them?
Both of them.
At the same time?
Yes, Ben, at the same time.
Hope you know what you're doing.
La vine a proteger y me voy a quedar aquí.
Rita? Jenny? Come on up to Doc Holliday's rooms. Want to talk to you.
I go. Stop fight.
They're both coming. At the same time. I don't know, Doc. This seems like an awful lot to be doing, even for a pal like Wyatt.
You're going to do a lot more. Lift him.
Oh, you gotta be joking. Guess maybe you ain't.
Sit down in that chair.
It's a big idea.
Sit down.
Are you crazy?
Ben, all your life you've been making fools out of women. Now 2 of those women are going to make a dead man out of you.
Porque así es la vida. All right, Hal, take him. Lift him. Come on. Chuck, back around the side. Vic.
There's trouble downstairs. Outside.
You stay here with me. Ben?
Stop it.
All right, ladies. I understand you came here to shoot Ben Thompson.
We wouldn't be doing you a favor, would we?
Not at all. But you deserve to be killed by an angry woman, don't you, Ben?
I guess I do.
Of course, I'd respect your desire to kill Ben a great deal more if you'd left Marshal Earp out of your problem. Rita?
Doc.
Jenny? I'll give a count of 3.
Rita, baby. Jenny.
I ain't gonna beg either of you.
Ladies, I'll commence the counts. 1, 2.
Darling, I no shoot you. I never shoot you.
That's all right, dear. Now, just don't get yourself all upset. Everything's gonna be all right.
Doc, what's going on here?
Happiness, Wyatt. Happiness and joy. A wedding has just been arranged.
A what?
A wedding.
Just a minute, honey. Wyatt, old pal, no hard feelings? No hard feelings, Ben.
That what is mean man. Betty!
Shh, Angel.
Have a good time. Come on,
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail. Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Long may his story be told. Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
Of all the problems which faced the frontier marshal, the matter of cattle stealing or rustling was the most dangerous. It was not a crime confined to hoodlums or fly-by-night cattle spreads. Many of the biggest cattlemen of the day were involved. To Marshal Wyatt Earp, a rustler was a rustler, big or small, and this belief plunged him into the notorious Rep Cantwell case. Dodge City erupted in bitter words and deadly gunfights.
All the drinks are on me, boys. 2,000 head and a rough trail, but they're all fat and sassy.
Good job. Yeah, break it right up.
Mr. Cantwell?
Oh, howdy, Marshal. Take a chair and I'll buy you the best milk in the house.
Mr. Cantwell, I'd like to see you alone in the back room, if I may.
Oh, some of my boys in trouble? Well, here, I'll bail them out.
No, sir.
I can't wait? No. Well, excuse me, gentlemen.
You are sure a good family, though. I'll tell you, it's all free around here. Come on, drink now.
Well, what have they done?
Mr. Cantwell, I have a warrant for your arrest.
What?
5 members of the Cattlemen's Association have accused you of rustling.
You calling me a rustler?
Well, sir, I caught 2 of your boys just outside of town with warm irons.
Why, you...
Look, I want to do this quiet.
Who named against me? Just name them.
Your lawyer can read the complaint. I want you to walk over to Judge Tobin's office and post your bond.
Me accused of rustling. There's going to be some fighting about this. I'll find out who signed against me.
The boss is in trouble, ma'am.
Mr. Cantwell in trouble?
There's talk that Herb and Shotgun Gibbs jumped one of his wagons outside of Dodge. And there's also talk he's been accused of rustling.
Smiley, that's absurd.
You reckon Mel Danaher signed a complaint or something?
Mr. Danaher? Oh, he wouldn't do a thing like that. Just because he and Mr. Cantwell have been... Is Mr. Danaher in town?
Well, here at the Dodge House, ma'am.
I'll look into it.
Well, would you do it quick, ma'am? Some of us Bar Q boys are getting a mite edgy.
Here's bail for myself and my men. Now, can I see the names on that complaint?
Please, Judge. Not until he's formally arraigned.
Wyatt really means we want you to cool off, Rep.
Cool off. I'll get the names. I warned you there'd be shooting about this.
There will be shooting. Why can't you ease up on this thing?
5 men signed the complaint, Jim.
Old Rep stole a few mavericks in his day like a lot of other cattlemen I know.
The law says it's a felony, Mr. Mayor.
Sure, but the men accusing him, they've rustled stock same as him.
Well, the Cattlemen's Association had the law passed. Now, if they don't want their members treated the same as hoodlums, then they should have the law repealed.
You want shooting in the streets over this?
I agree with Wyatt. Those ranchers will lynch a little rustler. When the truth hits them, they threaten gunplay. I think the question of who's a cattle thief should be settled in open court.
I can't understand why you did it. You and Rep have been my dearest friends since Dave was killed. Why, Mel?
Because you're going to marry Rep.
He hasn't asked me.
He will.
Not now. Not with this rustling business to contend with. You've put your brand on stray cattle, and so have those men who signed the complaint with you.
Well, it's done now.
Well, you can go to Judge Tobin and withdraw the complaint.
Big-hearted Mel.
You were jealous, and I'm flattered, Mel. But Rep and his boys will go to shooting.
All right, let him. Emily, he's no good. I stopped those sharp tricks years ago, and Rep's kept right on. I ain't much better.
Mel, you've got Rep all wrong. His foreman and his cowhands do the stealing. He's too easy with them.
He sure is.
He sent me some steers after the drought wiped me out last summer, and half of them had doctored brands. Do you think Rep would do a thing like that? He just told his foreman to lend me so many head, and the boys palmed off the Russell steers.
All right. I'll talk to the judge.
Thanks, Mel.
You and the judge are just a-heading for needless trouble there.
How's that, Mr. Gibbs?
Well, there's maybe 50,000 head of cattle driving towards the railroad. I ain't never seen a cow outfit yet that didn't steal a lost dogie or put its own brand on a maverick.
Well, you missed the point.
I reckon I do.
Judge Tobin and I think the law against rustling is too severe. Now, by enforcing it against the big fellas, maybe we can show them all up as hypocrites.
Yeah, and show me up, too.
You're a rustler?
Well, you see, I found Roscoe on the prairie when he was just a colt. He'd been brush branded, but I knowed the hair'd grow out and cover it up.
Why, Mr. Gibbs.
When I got my side of it, too. If I hadn't have found Roscoe, he'd have died in the next blizzard. But strictly speaking, I'm a rustler.
Mr. Gibbs, your secret is safe with me.
That ain't funny, what? Rustling's a fighting word. Mayor Kelly's plumb right. You ought to drop that case again, Cantwell.
Now, don't start anything, and don't take any name-calling either. And leave Mel Danaher to me. I have an idea his name is on that complaint.
Get down there.
Nick, Lynn, get McCarty. How'd this happen?
Tony Josh Buck about being a rustler.
Mel, Tony Levitt and the bar Q hand just shot it out. Both hit. Put on your gun belt, Mel. Them bar Qers are after us.
I was gonna drop charges.
Too late now. Shooting's commenced.
Take him on over to the jail. I'm going to see Judge Tobin.
Move along. You, say you disarmed most of them?
Rep Cantwell, Mel Danaher are still out gunning for each other.
Danaher? He's one of the men who signed the complaint, isn't he?
Yes, sir. And he got the 4 others to sign it, too. They'll be here tonight.
Wyatt, maybe we bit off more than we can chew.
Well, you can't back down now, Judge. I'll try and find Cantwell and Danaher. If we put them in jail for gun toting, their men may quit fighting, I hope.
You hope.
Well, I told you, didn't I? If you'd listened to me, I'd have got to the heart of the shindy.
Heart?
The widow Morrison.
What's she got to do with it?
Rep and Mel have both been courting. Rep won out. So Mel cooked up this stupid rustling complaint. She's over at the Dodge Hotel. You better go over there and talk to her quick. She might be able to stop this quarrel. But the first thing we got to do is dismiss this case against Rep.
I don't know.
You do that and you'll have your cowhands thinking they can scare the court.
Oh, come off your high horse, Wyatt. This is just plain stubbornness, and you know it.
Mr. Kelly, you want my star again?
Now, gentlemen.
Fine time to talk about turning in your star. Danaher's waiting for his friends, and they'll take Cantwell and the whole town apart.
Well, I'm tucking in my shirt tail. You tuck in yours, Mr. Mayor.
Wyatt thinks I'm just a politician, but I'm trying to use a little common sense.
I know, Jim, I know. I've got to give him a chance to restore law and order.
How long you figure on giving him, Judge?
Not long. Till tomorrow.
Too long, believe me.
I said until tomorrow.
And Mel was going to call it off until some of his men got hurt. He promised me he would.
Mel Danaher started the trouble.
Well, where is he now?
Out on the trail somewhere, looking for more friends to help him make more fight. Yeah, they'll come back with guns, Emily. Well, I told you about Mel and his black Irish temper.
Rep, listen. Please go out to my place and wait there.
I won't run.
It won't be running. With my men and what's left of yours, we can put up an even fight if we have to.
Thanks, honey, but I don't drag you into a fight. I can hire some guns, make it even.
More shooting. No, Rep, please, Yes, who is it?
Marshal Earp, ma'am.
Just a minute. He mustn't find you here. Go through the bedroom and down the fire ladder. Rep, you do as I say.
Oh, all right.
Sorry, I wasn't quite dressed.
That's quite all right, ma'am.
What can I do for you, Marshal?
Oh, I don't know. Mayor Kelly seems to think that you can stop the row between Mr. Cantwell and Mr. Danaher.
I tried to do that. It didn't work.
Oh, what went wrong?
One of Mel's men called one of Rep's men a rustler. Then the guns went off. But the chief trouble is that you and Judge Tobin insist on prosecuting Rep.
Mrs. Morris and I had a veterinarian take a look at the Santa Fe pens. He claims that Mr. Cantwell's herd has been brand tampered.
Well, what herd hasn't? Come down and check my cattle. By your standard, you think I was a rustler, too.
I sure wish you'd have another talk with Mr. Danaher.
He's out on the trail somewhere, waiting for the other hypocrites who signed that complaint.
Would you know where?
No, Mr. Earp. Even if I could find Mel, he wouldn't listen.
Well, I guess I'll just have to try and have a hand at it myself. Sorry to have bothered you.
Sure. You're sorry. You men rep out hiring gunfighters, and Mel's coming in with fresh guns.
I didn't pass the rustling law. It's just my job to try and enforce it.
Then why don't you arrest your own chief deputy?
Mr. Gibbs?
Mr. Gibbs. Rep said his mule was hair-branded as a colt. Why don't you ask Mr. Gibbs point blank?
Well, I kind of think it'd be more point blank to try and find Mr. Danaher and arrest him before more shooting starts. But if you want to swear out a complaint against Mr. Gibbs, I'll serve the warrant.
And try to get the evidence?
What do you mean?
Kill the poor animal, skin him, and see if the hair brand shows on the inner side?
I don't think that'd be necessary. If Mr. Gibbs is guilty, I'm sure he'd admit it.
I doubt that very much. But why are we wasting time? All I want now is for you to find Mel and put him where he can't continue this fight.
Well, I'll do my best, ma'am.
We're in trouble.
What went wrong?
Rep and his boys got tetchy. They started shooting.
Well, so can we. Johnny? Yeah. Back to the tavern. Round up a dozen good hands with a gun.
Right. I got a hunch Earp is out looking for me. We better hold up right here till morning.
Mr. Gibbs, you and the day patrol turn in. Things won't pop until daylight.
I'll just make camp here in the office, Wyatt. It's only a couple of hours till sunup.
How did Danaher give us the slip?
Well, maybe he didn't want to have a shootout with Cantwell. Still got him charged with rustling, you know.
Rep's lady friend may charge you with stealing Roscoe.
Why, sure. Better get the gallows ready.
I don't like it, Emily.
I know. You'd rather fight it out with guns.
But stealing a mule and threatening to...
All right, then stay here. I've already told Rance what to do. If it doesn't work, you can still have your gunfight with Mel. And if you live, you'll go to jail for rustling.
Emily.
Goodbye, Rep.
Dear Marshal Earp, unless you dismiss charges against Rep by noon today, I will prove your chief deputy is a rustler. I hate to kill an innocent animal, but the lives of men are more important than beasts. Emily Morrison. Emily Morrison.
Roscoe.
Shotgun!
You tell Judge Tobin to postpone Cantwell's hearing. I'm on my way to the Morrison Ranch.
Ain't that shotgun Gibbs?
It sure is. I wonder where he's heading. Mighty strange for Herb to send him away from Dodge right now.
Hold it, boys. Who's that yonder?
Well, I'll be. That's Herb himself.
Herb might have sent Shotgun. He wouldn't leave. Ain't Rip Cantwell up for hearing at 10 o'clock?
No. Rep must have jumped his bail. He skun out on us.
That's the trail to Mrs. Morrison's.
Yeah. Maybe we'll catch him there. Come on.
Oh, howdy, Mr. Gibbs.
I come from a mule.
He's in the barn. Go get him.
I ain't aiming to kill any of your hounds now. You go get him.
Oh, no.
Too bad, lady. Been a lot of talk in Dodge lately about Brandon. Maybe you ought to be branded.
You wouldn't dare.
I want my mule, and I want him without having to kill any humans. Now, you better go fetch him.
I don't bluff that easy, Mr. Gibbs. I told Marshal Earp what he'd have to do.
Well, I ain't gonna go along with that. And I ain't bluffing.
Put that down. I'll scream and my men'll...
Hold it.
Mr. Gibbs, you're under arrest.
He threatened to burn me with that thing.
What'd you expect? Gibbs would be mighty fond of that animal. Have your men go get him.
It's Mel Danaher.
Come on.
Where's Cantwell, Herb?
He's in Dodge City waiting for you.
You're a liar.
And you're jailbait. Lift him. That's far enough. All right. Throw your guns right out of here, all of you. Come on. You two, come on. Throw 'em out here.
Am I still under arrest?
Yep. Trespassing on private property, threatening Mrs. Morrison with bodily harm.
Can't even look for Roscoe?
No.
The boss is bringing him. Roscoe!
Here's your dear friend. I still say Gibbs is a rustler, but I couldn't do what I'd have to prove it. Well, we've won, Mel. The judge will send Rep to prison. I hate you. I hate all of you. And that goes for you double, Mr. Wyatt Earp.
Well, ma'am, I'm kind of used to being hated.
Mrs. Morrison has refused to press charges against Mr. Gibbs. In the case of Mr. Cantwell, charged with cattle rustling. All the complaining witnesses have refused to testify. Mr. Cantwell, however, has agreed to surrender 31 head of doubtfully branded steers. They will be sold for charity. Any comments, Marshal Earp?
Only this, Your Honor. I think the present law against cattle rustling is bad. Under the present law, a small cattle thief is hanged, while the big one becomes a respectable member of the Cattlemen's Association.
I agree with you. Your remarks will be put into the official record. Court's adjourned.
Here. If you're quitting, at least I want Roscoe to have a decent bridle. I think he's a friend of mine.
You ain't got a lick of sense making friends with that lawman. Lucky for you, they ain't got a prison for mutants. That there feller, he'd arrest you for kicking at a fire barrel. Hold on there, Sonny. Be sure you check that gun pronto.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Long may his story be told.
তোমাকে 15 লাখ টাকাই দিতে হবে। তুমি যদি দিতে না পারো তোমার বাবাকে কল দাও। তোমার যত জমি জিরাত বাড়িতে যা যা আছে এগুলো বেচা হইলেও তোমরা আমাদের টাকা পাই পাই করে শোধ করবা।
একটা ব্যাপার কি খেয়াল করছো? শহরে কিন্তু দুইটা রূপ, রাতের এক রূপ, দিনের আর এক রূপ।
বেঁধেছি ঘর হৃদয়ের পর গাঢ় সবুজ ওই গহীন বনে।
আরে ব্রো, সবসময় চিল থাকতে হবে, কিচ্ছু মাথায় নেওয়া যাবে না।
ভালোবাসা হচ্ছে একজন আরেকজনের উপর ভরসা করে, একজন আরেকজনের হাতের উপর হাত রেখে এই জীবনটা কাটিয়ে দেয়। কিছু মানুষ এই রাত জেগে থাকে আর টাকার বিনিময়ে সুখ খোঁজে। বসুন।
এখন তো সিরিয়াস হওয়া উচিত, তাই না? আমি তো কোথাও যাচ্ছি না পার্টি করতে। তুমি কেন যাচ্ছ? কেন বন্ধ করতে পারতেছো না বলো তো? কার যে কোথায় সুখ সেটা তার প্রিয় মানুষটাও কখনো জানতে পারে না।
পাশাপাশি তবু যাচ্ছি বিপরীতে, কাছাকাছি তবু যাচ্ছি বহু দূরে।
হাই, ইউ লুক গুড।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
Vai un sarcasmo ci cai. Vai oh. Vai đều. Bay bay không? Bay không? Bay không? Không rồi. Rồi. Bao nhiêu phút đây? 00335. Không mất chết. Yes, núp quay không cái khung nào núp vậy con tàu. Ê, cái con họ chấm mà mấy con bằng kia là họ chấm hết, chẳng biết là bao nhiêu cái qua cái quay tài là lúc đó mới được và cái này rồi đi như vậy đây ngủ đắp thì làm sao vậy? Xuân tao mày xuân tao mày thích làm hỏng cho mình không? Lợn này xiềng vang gối trang bị đặt sọc tôi định tôi chơi tính Timor đánh con bài Timor bút security. Quá cây xa nhá, nó có ấn độc được để dành Timoa số gì tăng được. Ai à, ngon. Yes, đi rồi. Rồi đây là ghép được thì đỡ đau rồi. Tay lưng, tay xa, tay lớn rồi. Đau hai là đau nữa. Ba là đau nữa. Ba là đau. Hai tất lực như một vật nữa. Ok. Toán chỉ có tài chia ngàn nước này phải để cho tự bay.
ভালোবাসা সুন্দর, ভালোবাসাও সুন্দর। মানুষ নিজের অজান্তেই ভালোবেসে ফেলে।
আমারও মনে হয় কি জানেন, আপনার মতো জানাশোনা কাউকে না আমার বিয়ে করা উচিত।
এটা কি উপলক্ষে?
ম্যাডাম, ফুলটা গ্রহণ করুন, তারপরে বলতেছি।
ভোটার আইডি কার্ডে যার স্বাক্ষরের জায়গায় টিপসই দেয়, এখানে কেউ ডাক্তার।
এই দুইজনের মধ্যে যে আগে ম্যাডামের মন জয় করতে পারবে, ম্যাডাম তার।
একদিন না দেখলে তোমায় বন্ধু আন্ধার লাগে সব, তোমার এই প্রেমে এমনই টান।
রোগীদের তো ডক্টরের কাছে আসলে ব্যথা কমে যায়, আপনি তো উল্টো হলো কেন? আপনি কি উল্টা?
তোমায় ছাড়িয়া যাব মরিয়া, তোমায় ছাড়িয়া যাব মরিয়া, যেও না বন্ধু আমার ভুলিয়া ভুলিয়া।
আমার মনে হয় আমার সমস্যা কপালে, ম্যাডাম আমার কপালে নেই, আমার কপালে আছে দাগ।
Mày giải quyết kiểu với thầy ơi. Tôi biết kiểu sự bình chỉnh nhé. Kia na cầm kiếm này, và cái đem máu này, kia na cầm kiếm này. Rồi. Thằng lấy rồi. Chuẩn không? Chuẩn không? Chuẩn không? Chuẩn không? Tranh mày tranh để tranh với tao. Nhiều record á. 233 vòng. Mình có đầu bây giờ. Nhật báo á. Vậy cũng trừ đi 30% đó, 20% tiếp quỷ à. 100 không? 110 à? Kiểu tầm 5. Đúng không? Để cho được bay cho mình. Ai mà đại ai mày người wow nè rồi hiện tại wow Ôi tỷ lắm. 50 thì vào khoảng là bao nhiêu nhỉ? 2 thì rưỡi à? 5 thì vào 250. Ồ. À đủ. Mày được không? Mày game 250 mình muốn được mày. Năm nay của ông thầy 29 này 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 35, 36, 36, 37, 40 à? 39, 90, không 40 à? 98 à? Ai, 98 ai? Phải bay một thằng rồi. What the hell?
আপনি কিন্তু দেখতে যথেষ্ট সুন্দরী একজন মানুষ, দেখতে বেশ রোমান্টিক, যেন শেক্সপিয়ারের নাটকের কোনো নায়িকার মতো। ভেবেছিলাম, কিন্তু আপনি তো পুরোটাই মর্মান্তিক। যে কোনো মানুষ আপনাকে দেখে মর্মাহত হতে পারে।
এইখানে গাড়ি থামা।
আমার হালকা হতে 1 মাস সময় লেগেছে।
আপনার 1 মাস সময় লাগে? আমার হালকা হতে তো 1 মিনিট লাগে।
আমার কাছে মনে হয় জীবনসঙ্গী এমন হওয়া উচিত যার সাথে আপনি প্রতিটা মুহূর্ত উপভোগ করতে পারবেন, সারাক্ষণ খুনসুটিতে মেতে থাকতে পারবেন এবং তার মনে এমনভাবে বসবাস করবেন যে আপনার দিকে সে একটাবার তাকালেই বলে দিতে পারবে যে তার বেঁচে থাকার কারণই আপনি।
পথে চলতে চলতে, কথা বলতে বলতে, কখন যেন হলে আমার। জানি গল্পে গল্পে মিশে অল্পে অল্পে আমিও হয়ে গেছি তোমার। ছোট ছোট ভুল ফুটে হলো ফুল যে তোমাকে পেলাম। গুটি গুটি পায়ে স্বপ্নের নাই আমি ভেসে গেলাম।
আপনি কি মনে করেছেন একজন মানুষ আমার জীবন থেকে চলে গিয়েছে এবং আপনি সেই সুযোগটা কাজে লাগিয়ে আপনার ফিলিংসগুলো আমার কাছে এক্সপ্রেস করবেন আর আমি সেটা হ্যাপিলি অ্যাকসেপ্ট করে নিব? এই হচ্ছে আপনার বন্ধুত্বের নমুনা?
রোদের পাখি তোর শহরে আমার মনের স্বপ্ন ঘিরে, ওরে পাখি ওরে সারাক্ষণ। তোর শহরে বৃষ্টি হলে ভিজে আমার মন। Hai trăm láp Win perfect 2 lần giống em chợ suy nghĩ cái chứ cho ngay có tài không 210 láp 42 tỷ 2 triệu một lần có chờ nhầm ôi không còn 100 để bớt 6 15 cái lại sửa bên chỉ linh ấy bay một linh điên
thứ 8 rồi. Làm chi? Một cây đai máu nữa, sử dụng ra một cái giáp máu à? Đây hả? Một bên. Anh không có như em nghĩ. Phải đấy. Nếu mà xếp sai bên khác, xếp đúng bên là thắng. Đấy chị ơi. Đấy, đúng là 2 mạng nữa. Chỉ cái này 33 triệu start rồi. Tiền cái chứ. Ngon, vừa lên 8 đất và 8 điểm thì. Có ra xét này. Không muốn đâu. Cái này chọn hơn đấy. Ra xin ra rồi. Ngon này. Tôi xếp tiền lên 30 tiền nữa nhanh không? Thế là xong ra chim rồi đủ tiền. Còn cái thằng nhảy đá gì đó cũng quên. Ra đây. Nó lại quay nhiều lên ngoài mắt. Ngoài thành lờ. Thầm trong mắt rồi, có nguy không? Anh em tôi. Anh em cứ nguy sao? Phải lắm mắt người coi sao? Về xuống. Rồi lắp quan sinh ra và xong là 57 nghìn. Sinh viên quân thì có ăn đâu. Còn bà sinh viên. Bà sinh viên cũng xanh rồi. Quỷ à? Mới thua. Thì ai kể đánh hay đấy.
দরকার পড়লে একটা রিকশাওয়ালাকে বিয়ে করবো, তারপরে তোকে বিয়ে করতে
তুমি যদি মরো যাও আমি তোমাকেই বিয়ে করব।
দেখো দেখো বিয়ে এত সোজা
আমার 5টা কন্ডিশন।
কয়টা?
5টা।
আমি জেডি সাফায়েত রমরাজন। স্যার এটা তো ভোটার আইডি কার্ড স্যার।
বাড়িতেই করবেন নাকি হোটেলে?
না না, আপনি যেমনটা ভাবছেন বিষয়টা তা না। ভাই আপনি তো করবেন।
তোমাকে দিয়ে হবে না, আমি জানতাম। শুধু শুধু সময় নষ্ট করো না।
ভাই আপনি তো অনন্ত দলিল না যে অসম্ভবকে সম্ভব করে আপনার কাজ।
জিমি
কি হচ্ছে?
আচ্ছা
আঙ্গের একদম বইরা দিমু। যাচ্ছে সব বাইক কর।
শর্ত দিয়ে বিয়ে শর্ত দিয়ে বিয়ে।
ভাই যে বয়সে মানুষ গার্লফ্রেন্ডের কামড় খায়, সে বয়সে আপনি কুত্তার কামড় খেয়ে হাসপাতালে ভর্তি হয়েছেন।
Rồi, ngon này quỷ nhờ. Nèo số gắt à? Không, lực nó thật đầu đấy. Qua đi, còn yêu cháu rồi, anh cần em qua đây. Hai ra một con đáy nữa, cần hai này. Cần đôi chặt, đáy nữa hai độ xịt, đôi chặt. Cần đôi. Rồi sẽ bét cũng bay trời, mèo bay. Thế là có tiền nào 2% bán ra thì này thành được này. Các bạn ơi cho tôi không phải tấm 17 kg và 92 và 20 và 33 bậc không. Not. Instance interaction justification. Đeo đây. Nguyễn Hoàng Long chụp ảnh với cả Tờ Linh. Tôi có ý này sốt của mình không? làm gì đây nữa. Rồi quá. Gì thôi, chưa. Rồi biết gì chúc cái Tuấn. Tao có tài sản à, có ở Tuấn Bảo. Bú cái gì cơ? Mày bú cái gì? Tao đâu có ra quân cảnh vậy thậm chí một lúc vui ơi nếu sao thua mỗi giao lính á tao đâu thắng hết anh cần một quân một nhân khác làm một khác. Quay góc làm việc ấy, quay góc làm việc. Về đây rồi. Đấy, ta quay là đây là cái máy mà bố quay YouTube. Bố quay. Đây là cái máy mà tao quay YouTube với cặp màn hình. Các kiểu giới thiệu hết. Như quảng cáo. Bảy tuần 6 chưa đâu. Nguyễn Nga thằng tiếng Anh Nga xong 2 ngày mà. Nó bảo là ở trong ấy rồi ở trong season này quản nó cho mấy quả trứng này không anh mở trứng nó xong rồi không mở trứng không biết tại sao không mở trứng. Mới lắp cái gì luôn để thì đồ đây nếu lắp tôi là Tạ Nguyên Vũ một lúc phải chưa không nhớ à vì vậy một lúc vui mấy cái xa sự quỷ đấy đấm thế được rồi thôi cho thầy bú với đầu quá. Có lấy cái đéo trong mày không vậy anh nhớ biết đánh cái gì nữa đấy chán quá để đánh cái gì thôi vui tập à ok một lùi ơi. Sao ra ngoài đây nhìn mày đi về thằng giống quá chịch cho anh đi về thằng rừng này thôi cũng xoay bài không được lui tao đánh chán quá người ta đây mới đánh cái gì giờ ra con muốn tiền đánh con đấy mà. Giờ tao đợi tao cứ chơi nháp môi xong rồi ra con gì đánh con đấy đánh cái bài đấy đây quan của bài gì đánh cái ấy luôn tượng kinh ấy nhưng mà cút của nó lỗi huy hiệu thật dừng không. Đúng rồi, để xe rồi lốc bằng một thứ. Nhưng mà ngôn ngữ không phải tiếng Việt. Mình đang nói cả về linh vật chiếu sinh lý, thực ra là đang nói ví dụ lốc mày không biết thôi. Còn không mỗi cái mũ của thủy yếu đó chịu rồi được 2 chết. Cái thằng này quen nhỉ, chắc trước đây phải không, phải không bữa con nuôi phải không? Kinh phải, kinh vậy chào. Thật ra thần dừng để xây bài ấy. Đấy à. Chuẩn không? Chỉ nã ai không chỉ nã đâu à. Đi tù mày, đi tù, đi tù. Mày đi tù, mày chơi, mày chơi. Hai ba năm mày đi tù. Mới là ông anh ấy à? Quỷ chà. Ông ấy cái chuyện không. Đi me thằng con à? Đi me thằng con à? Chuẩn đấy. Rồi. Chết quanh à. Để cho nó game mình đầy game mày em farm tí đầy game rồi đâu đéo mèo rồi bị mất một lần mà nhiều game ấy bị mất nhiều game cực